and the president can speak for himself.
Okay.
But I do know, if my brief encounters and knowledge of him, he's 100 times harder than he is on TV. I mean, Trump is a fucking, he's hard.
In business.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, in politics. I mean, he doesn't give a shit, you know. He's thrown out some very high profile, well thought of people out of his administration.
Mad Dog Mattis.
Mad Dog Mattis.
Threw him out.
General Kelly, and some others.
What do you make of all that?
Well, I probably wouldn't have thrown out Mattis and Kelly, but I mean, it's either his way or the highway. His way or the highway, and but he's not always right. But he's been right about a lot of things, and I mean, if he does away with inheritance tax or death tax, I mean, for people with money, you have no idea what that means. To me personally, I mean, I'm registered to vote, you know? You have no idea what that means. I mean, and there's a lot of rich people in America. And I'm not saying it just for them, because he's done away with 40 or 50% of the bureaucracy of getting things done in Washington. That fourth member that he put on the Supreme Court, the most little guy that works in a gas station, doesn't understand what that means. We are going to be conservative votes from the Supreme Court for the next 30 or 40 years. And when Ginsburg either dies or retires, that means they're going to have a 5-3. We are going to be conservative down the line for 50 fucking years. No matter what the Democrats do. No matter how much they cry. He knows where it counts. It's the Supreme Court of the United States. And by hook or crook, he got the last two through. I didn't think he was going to get the last one through. And then the women that said that Kavanaugh raped them and all that shit, they have now, all three have come back forward and said, oh, one said, I just did it because I didn't like him. I didn't want him to be in there. I never even saw him in high school. And the two others say it was a lie.
Even the one that testified in
Correct. She lies. She now says,
no.
And, yes, she perjured herself. But she went in on a
that was a very strange and fascinating live thing to watch. That guy get examined and his statement and everything. What was